Glad to have you with us from the Dome in Syracuse, New York. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running inside, it's Miller. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Angeli throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Tonga Politelli, play action. Bringing the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Tonga Politelli throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
And how about this offense? Forget the field goal. I don't want the field goal. 4th and long, I like my chances. This offense does a great job. Nice execution. Now set up 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Put 6 on the board.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Steve Angeli got out of trouble and throws. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Throwing Angeli. On a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Got a little grass. Past the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Angeli. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give him the extra yards after the catch.
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Touchdown, Orange! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing Sangapalatelli. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Going to the running game. Runs through a tackle. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
13, Syracuse, 6.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They go play action with Angeli. Unleashes one. Finds his man. It's Weaver. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Miller with the ball. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pressure coming. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've got it at the 41. 3rd is short, trying to keep the chains moving. Angeli on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Weaver. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Steve Angeli throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hands it off. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Songapolatelli on the play action. Gets it out quickly.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll line up for a second down play. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. JKS. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They go play action with Songapolatelli. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Songapolatelli fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Jelly. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the touch.
Could be an alley. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Syracuse right back at it.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
when it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. And Jelly to throw for it on 4th. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll be stopped, but not before. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Sangapolatelli, play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this 1st half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Odom. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Miller. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Under fire. He's open on the right. At midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. Past the tag. All the way. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Songa Bolatelli on the play action. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Cal. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Odom. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
And I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Quarterback moving, throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40.
Black 14, black 14. Go.
Looking for a man, it's Odom. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're
trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Rush is on him, looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Handoff to the lone back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. From the gun on 3rd down, Songa Politelli. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I don't think anybody's surprised. Big play. Who do you give it to? The guy you've given it to today, and he's had so much success. You trust him. You know he's getting the football. He delivers for the first down.
Jaron Kiave Songa Politelli. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Sangapolitelli. Got it set up on the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
It's complete on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll try it again. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Sangavovatelli throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll do it himself on the draw. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
41. Syracuse, 20.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Odom. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Hit as he throws, working the middle.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Syracuse right back at it.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Odom. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Orange. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Here in the second half of this game, you're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Motion from the wide receiver. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They go play action with Sangapolitelli. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. JKS. The sure hands, it's strong. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, you're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Odom. Here's a heat. On target. Open space. Elevates over his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where, can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to take off to the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You've got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
To the air, it's Odom. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
41, Syracuse, 33.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the single back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They go right back to him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense. That
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.